New SmartArt layouts in PowerPoint. We have two new layout types in SmartArt. The first one being Meet the Team, like in this example, and the second one is Timeline. So let's have a look at where we'll find these SmartArts and how to work with them. Okay, so I am going to insert a new slide, and I'm going to go with a title only slide. Then I'm going to go to the Insert tab and go to SmartArt, and here they are. We've got Timeline and we've got Meet the Team. So I'm going to start with Meet the Team, and we have four different options. The first three are with circular images, and then the example I used was the oval one. So I'm going to select that, click OK to add that to my slide. Now I'm going to change the size of the SmartArt so that it fits my slide better, and I am going to drag that down so that it's not over my title. Then I'm going to click on the image thumbnail, and that will take me to different options. So if I click this device, I can then navigate to where my images are stored. And here are mine. So I'm going to start by adding these all in, and then we'll look at how we can edit afterwards. Okay, so that's all my images put in, but oh dear, look at Catherine. Her picture isn't really very central, so I'm going to have to do something with that one. So if I click on this image and then I go to the Picture Format tab, we then have the Crop button. And if I click on that button, it allows me to reposition her image. I need to be careful I don't drag it too far, because if I do, it's going to take the top off there. So I can zoom out a little bit and reposition that picture so that it is more central and that the people are all a little bit aligned. I might also want to do this for Tara, and I may just scroll a little bit there and reposition her so that she's more central. So that's the four images looking quite nice. Joanne might need to be a little bit higher up too. So maybe we'll just zoom Joanne in there as well. So if I then wanted to reorder these, because this is in a different order to the slide I had above, if I select one of those, I have these two up and down buttons here. So if I want to change the order of those, I can. So now I've got those in the order that I wanted them, with Joanne first, then Tara, then Mark, and then Catherine. And that's a really nice, quick way to create a Meet the Team style slide. I've also got the plus buttons here, so I can quickly click that, and then I can add another person to the Meet the Team type slide. It's a really, really easy way to work with these. But beware if you start with the oval style SmartArt. If I go to SmartArt Design tab here, and we've got the different layouts. If we hover over those layouts, we can change the layout to one of the different ones. But unfortunately, there's a bit of a bug here, and when we do that, it will distort our images. So I have reported this to Microsoft. So if you want to use one of the round ones, I would start with one of those round ones first, okay, so that those can be changed between each other. But if we go to the oval one, we're going to get that distortion, which is an absolute no-no. But they are definitely a good starting point. So I think if we start with the round ones, we can change between them, but we can't go from oval to the circular ones at the moment. Okay, so let's have a look at the Timeline SmartArt layouts. So I'm going to start with this slide that has the titles and dates written on it. Those are in bullets, and to get the second level of a bullet, we can tab across. Once we have our content designed like this on the slide with bullet points, we can quickly convert it to SmartArt. So if I click on the edge of the placeholder to select it, we then go to the center of the Home tab, and we've got Convert to SmartArt. When I click on that one, I want to go down to SmartArt, more SmartArt graphics. And then I go to my timeline, and I have the different options here. I'm just going to start with the first one and click OK. And that's what it's going to give us, which is not a bad starting point. If I click on the SmartArt, I have got SmartArt Design, And there's a few different options here which are still quite clean. They're just maybe different styles of circles or lines. I would be careful, don't go too far over, because you're going to get something like this, which is not really working so well. We also can change the colors. So we have got the accent 1 color from your template. If I go for the second accent color, it's going to give me a different option. And as I scroll down there, I can see a few different options. So those are picking the color palettes up from my template. I can also change these for one of the other layouts. So this layout has the circle at the top rather than along the center line. Then we have this one, and this is the original one that we had, and we have another option here as well. So I quite like this one. And again, when I click on this, I have got the color options to play around with. So I quite like this one. And again, then I've got the SmartArt styles. Now, again, we need to be aware of this one because I have found a little bug here too. And that is that the content, the title along the top is actually a smaller font size than it is along the bottom. If I go to the Home tab, I can see that the font here is size 18 and the font here is size 16. So we just need to be aware of that. So if we click for a bigger font size or a smaller font size, it is just changing everything there. So what we may need to do is just manually make that a little bit bigger. And it could just be a case of moving that up a little bit, playing around with it, so that we get that to work a little bit nicer for us. So if we come in here and then take everything down, we've got those font size now the same and nicely aligned. And if we want to add any more options here, we can click on the pop-out button and we can come in here and add some more options. So I would want to, for this one, I would want to promote because I have another heading and it's going to add another option here. So maybe we look at review project, and if I tab in, it's going to give me that option above there. So maybe that's review project in March 2027. And again, I can add or delete any of those SmartArts just to keep going along there in that series. So those are the two new SmartArt layouts that we have. So that is Meet the Team slide and Timeline type slide. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you're watching on LinkedIn, please do connect with me. And if you're watching here on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks very much.